Hodge Twins are also known as the Conservative Twins, and both of those channels are millions and millions of subscribers. And of course, they've been on the right for about the last 6 to 7 years, making content typically about the Black community and doing low effort reactions and podcasts on a channel that is not creative at all. But I digress. Once you're grifting, you don't never have to really innovate what you do because all they're trying to do is pander to their audience. But that's what they've been pushing back against, that it's not true. They are not panders. They are not anti-Black. And in their video, Abba and Preach says Hodge Twins hates Blacks and are similar for whites. They even say that.
Yeah, just because I have different opinions don't mean I sold out.
Yeah.
A sellout is a person who says something for money.
Yeah.
I'm saying things because that's my opinion.
Yeah. That's how we see the world.
Yeah,
Making
I've
conservative
monetized my opinion, but it's nothing wrong with that. I'm a capitalist.
In this clip, one of the twins says specifically, listen, I'm not a sellout, all right? My opinions are genuine. Now, I am a capitalist, and that is important because he is gonna monetize what he's doing. And before he even got into this, he was always Republican, and both of them were Republican. So they're not saying something that they don't believe. They are saying something that they actually feel. And then this comment came up.
I'm anti, you know what, but I'm not anti-Black.
Yeah, I wouldn't say I'm anti-Black. I'm hard on Black people.
Yeah.
Y'all need some criticism.
Yeah.
Seriously.
And, I am prejudiced, but everybody's prejudiced.
Yeah.
I just put my prejudice out there because I want Black people to do better. We can do better.
Yeah. Yeah. It's not wrong when having a bias or being prejudiced. It's only wrong when you use your biases and your prejudices to discriminate against people.
Belittle people, denigrate them. I'm not denigrating people simply because of the color of their skin.
Yeah.
I'm denigrating these people because of the way they behave.
Your behavior.
Now he acknowledges that he is prejudiced, okay? And he's hard on Black people because guess what? We need it. He openly expresses his views because he wants Black people to improve. Now, this is interesting because both of them are Black. I believe both of them are married to Hispanics, and you never see them doing anything to show that they want Black people to improve. If he wants Black people to improve, then my question would be this: what evidence do you show that you're trying to help Black people to improve? Because he's not trying to help Black people to improve. You automatically admitted that you're prejudiced, and you're not prejudiced towards whites, you're prejudiced towards Blacks. So if you want people to improve and you're already prejudiced, then what do you do to actually make sure that you can remove your prejudice to help that particular group that you're criticizing, in this case Blacks, to improve? He also talks about that he's not malicious. You see, he's not talking about Black people because they are Black. No, he's talking about Black people because of what they do. He's simply just critiquing behavior. Fast forward. Recently, I have been getting some comments from a brother by the name of KT. I don't want to tell his entire name, but he basically had been trying to get in contact with me because he wanted me to see something. He even sent a Cash App, according to him, that still right now I have not checked, but I did tell him to email me, and this is the email that he gave me. Hope your day is going smooth. This clip may be useful in any other upcoming Hodge Twin videos you may make in the future, or you make in the future. So you know me, I downloaded it and I pressed play.
Oh, he's pandering to his base.
Yeah.
I guarantee it.
I thought it was more.
There is. I have
you
another
stopped it.
clip.
My bad.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, you got to see it. You got to see it.
Yeah, I pander to my base. I pander to white people. You pander. Damn, I lost track of what I was going to say. Pander to Black people.
Yeah, I pander to white people, right-leaning white people. I say, I don't want to shake the boat. Sometimes I shake the boat, but yeah, it's just.
Bills got to get paid.
Bills got to get paid. I guess he got some bills too, I don't know why he's wearing this.
I know,
because he's trying to be funny.
Uh-oh, did you guys see that? So wait a minute, hold on. So the Hodge Twins are talking about Cameron. It seems like they're doing one of those lazy reactions that they typically do that require no effort. I mean, anything to make money with no effort, right? And so they're saying like, oh, well, he's pandering to his audience. Well, I'm pandering to my audience. And he even says it, white, middle class, middle age, white people, right? In other words, I'm pandering to my audience, which is white, anti-black, and as long as it gets money, it doesn't matter. At the same time, there's a guy saying, I want to see black people do better. Okay, so then what you're doing is pandering. Now let me just talk about this, okay? With some guys like the Hodge Twins, Brandon Tatum, guys like that. When I see black dysfunction, also, I cover it on my page. I'm not, a person that won't talk about those things because yes, black people have issues. But when I do see white racism, and I haven't really been the kind of person to talk about that in the past, although I will admit it does exist, but I've been a little bit more open in my social commentary about prejudices against blacks, about white racism and things like that. Why? Because I've experienced it myself and I've experienced it all across the world, even in Europe, okay? So I'm not such a wimp that I won't put out a video that maybe my audience will disagree with. Don't get me wrong, I'm still in the pro-black community. I'm still living a Pan-African lifestyle. And of course, I have my niche-based audience too, especially amongst black men, all right? However, I'm not against going against the grain. He even admitted it. Sometimes he goes a little bit against the grain, but not so much where he loses his audience. And why? Well, if he goes too far against the grain, those people are never coming back, all right? And you don't want to fumble the bag. You see, it's different with creators who think freely and think for themselves. I will give you the best example. Alba and Preach. Alba and Preach put out a video, or they can put out a video and completely go against what the audience is suspecting, all right? Corey Holcomb is very similar. He don't care what the audience thinks. Tariq Nasheed is like that, right? But Alba and Preach, I think that for them, they do it as a commentary channel because they offer more commentary based on the style of stuff that they do. And their opinions are a lot of times oblique. You don't even know where they're gonna go with it. And then most creators wouldn't even take that risk, but Alba and Preach do that because they're authentic. They're trying to be real to themselves, and this is why people watch them. We watch Alba and Preach because Alba and Preach are gonna give their bird's eye view of what they believe of the world, regardless of how we feel about it or not. They are not trying to pander to anything other than what they feel is the truth, okay? Now, the Hodge Twins are trying to pander to anything as long as it makes money. Don't get me wrong, we all in this business want to make money as content creators, but all money ain't good money. It's one thing to pander if there's truth in pandering, but then there's a problem in pandering half-truths. That's intellectually dishonest. Does the black community have a lot of problems? You bet you. Is there a lot of problems the black community has and they can fix overnight? Probably, okay? Is there a lot of unaccountability in black America? Absolutely. Is it dangerous? Absolutely. In many cases, it is dangerous. But at the same time, when white people do things, they never cover it. When white conservatives kill or they go out there and do school shootings, now, the only way they'll cover whites is if they're white liberals or if they're transgender. But let it be, white Republicans doing stuff, they go to jail for it, they never cover it, okay? And the reason why you don't cover it is because that is pandering. So you're not honest. You're not an honest creator. And that side that you're on doesn't accept blacks who pander to them. Once whites start giving you their attention, you already know going against that is a career-ending situation, which is different than what we do over here with the blacks. We can agree and disagree, and some people may not like it, but they'll come back. But in the case of you, if you do that, you won't come back. So number one, stop lying and saying you want to see black people do better. You don't. You benefit off black people doing worse. If black people do better, you won't have any content. And we all know that. So you actually want black people to be as dysfunctional as possible. This is what you want to do. And you want to make black people look as bad as they can for you to make some money. Just be honest about it. Stop trying to act like, whoa, y'all need some tough love. What is tough love from two 50-year-old guys in a down badass studio doing a reaction on a flip phone damn near? Like, how is somebody gonna do better? Like, who do you think you guys are? Like, oh, we need to stop selling drugs on the street or shooting each other because the Hodge Twins said so? Man, y'all need to stop. Just stop. You guys are liars, all right? It's obvious you're lying. We have the proof that you're lying. You just said it yourself. What it's all about. You just said it what it's all about. You do base things based on color. Like, that's what it is. Based on what somebody's race is, that's what you do to make sure that your white fans get what they need. And as long as you get that AdSense check at the end of the month, that's all gravy. What you don't understand though, sir, is when they see those blacks misbehaving and acting silly, you think that they don't think about you, but they do think about you. That's what you don't understand. See, you are no different than how they see them. And this is what blacks don't get. Whenever you're trying to say, these blacks out here need some tough love, you know, I wish they would get better. The whites look at it as, those guys that you're talking about, yes, you guys need to do better. Even though it's you bringing up the point. Oh, don't get me wrong, they appreciate that you're willing to say something for them that they probably wouldn't say so themselves. But at the end of the day, yes, you need to do better. In other words, what are you doing to make sure that those blacks are not making the mistakes at the same time? You are also included in that dysfunction to them and anybody else. You're also included in that. So I don't know why you think that you're not, but you really are. So guys, what do you think? It's your boy, Hugh Jackson, back at it again with another episode of The Celebrity Junk. I appreciate you for all that you do. Subscribe to the bell. We're out.